All right. Hello, I am Gmb Creates. My real name is Jatwan Morrell Butler, and this is an interview at home with Gmb Creates, YouTuber, illustrator, and animator. This interview is exclusively only on YouTube. How do I keep up with animation trends? I would say I don't necessarily keep up with animation trends. I try to make my own trends. I am my own cartoonist. I use a lot of references, if that's answers the question. I use a lot of references rather than animation trends. I do look into the animation trends and see what all is like mainstream. I look at a lot of mainstream animations, anime and cartoons. I watch a lot of anime. I watch more cartoons than I have anime in my years of experience. So I have more experience of and knowledge of cartoons than I do anime. But I am very familiar with anime. My favorite anime is as mainstream as it can get, Naruto. That is my favorite anime, hands down. To this day, I love Naruto. You can ask me any question, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna know the answer to Naruto. As far as like recent animes that came out, I prefer the seasonal animes. Those they're beautiful to me. Like My Hero Academia, Attack on Titan, One Punch Man, a lot of a lot of the seasonal anime be really getting to me. Demon Slayer, freaking. I just got into Fire Force. That was freaking awesome. That was an awesome show. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's a good show. So many other shows. Afro Samurai is legendary show. So many shows. I can't name them all. Of course, Dragon Ball Z. We know all the mainstream stuff. I'm just naming the stuff that I really like. So, yeah, those are some of the anime that I have watched. One anime that people don't know of that isn't mainstream is Blood Devers. So y'all go check that out. For any of the real hardcore anime watchers, go check out Blood Devers. It's actually a Chinese adaptation anime rather than a Japanese traditional anime. So y'all check that out. But yeah, as far as animation trends is concerned, to answer the question, I do look into the animation trends, and I do keep up with the animation trends as far as watching the different shows that I favor the most. And I look on YouTube and I look at my some of my favorite animators on YouTube, such as Swoozy, Young Dom the Sauce God, and Cyanide and Happiness. Those are like my top 3 tier animators on YouTube that I stay watching. I don't know what Mocap is. Can y'all please explain to me what Mocap is? Oh, that's what that stands for. Motion capture, mocap. Okay, that's the animation term. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have not took. Okay, I've been in college. I have not took any like I didn't. My major wasn't animation. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real with you. My major was not animation. My major was graphic design. I took some animation inspired classes, like for example, I took motion graphics. I tried to take timeline animation, but it made it so difficult for me to take animation classes in the graphic design major. I ended up taking art history classes, stuff like that, design history, and basic fundamentals into illustration. So I started taking those type of classes like rapid visualization and design history, just different classes like that. I even took a film class, so I dived into like multiple different types of classes that weren't that were relevant to graphic design, but weren't in the main field of graphic design. Just like different spurts of what graphic design offers within that field. I do use references a lot. Like I would stop and take pictures, multiple pictures or multiple screenshots, or I just pause in the video, frame by frame, which takes up a lot of time. It's very tedious what I have to do to get my references right, especially when it comes to the motion and the body and the rigging of the characters and stuff. And that's just for 2D animation. So I know 3D animations even more complex in the foundation of how it is made and created. 2D animation is a little more simplistic and minimalistic, just the way I like it. That's just how I was raised up. I was raised up on 2D animation. I watched 3D animation over the years as well, but 2D animation I always was more drawn to, and it just made it more of a thing for me to do because it was just, I could just pull out a piece of paper and some pencils and pens and color pencils and stuff and, draw something out. And I could use, if y'all don't know what flip books are, here is an example because I actually have some on me. These are flip books. Right here. Yes, sir. This is that old school stuff right here. That's what helped me start the process of doing animation. I learned through flip books. I was watching Fairly Odd Parents behind the scenes with them. Butch Hartman. Butch Hartman put me on, man. Iconic. One of my most favorable animators of all time, American animators of all time. Him and Masashi Kishimoto from Naruto. Those are like my top tier go-to animators in the world. Like, and there's so many more. There's so many more animators and illustrators that I look up to and cherish their what they have done and put into sold into the animation world, such as the creators of Avatar: The Last Airbender, such as the creators of Afro Samurai, such as the creators of Dragon Ball Z. All those creators, there's so many different people, but for the most part, Butch Hartman really opened my eyes to how to draw characters on my own. Because I used to trace a lot. I used to make people believe that I was drawing Bugs Bunny from scratch and stuff like that. When really I was just tracing it. But Butch Hartman showed me the process. I remember he did a video on the bouncing ball, and that's when it all started. That's how I learned how to do animation. From that day forward, I got a whole bunch of piece of paper, and I just flip it. I was flipping the pages through and the bouncing ball started moving, and I was like, "Yo, this is how you animate." And from that day forward, that's when I knew that's what I wanted to do, was become a cartoonist. Thank you all for watching today's video, and I hope that y'all learned something from today's video, and that y'all stay tuned for the next interview. Y'all stay tuned for that, and thank you for watching. Gmb Creates, Gmb Reacts, out.